What's up everybody, Dylan aka Druxxiee here again for another guide and tip. This one's going to be for companions this time, and I'm going to give you an idea on where you can find the certain companion and also the perk and the perk requirements that the certain companion will give to you along your endeavours. Alright, let's get stuck into it. So as most people are probably aware, Dogmeat is one of the first companions you come across. You can find Dogmeat pretty early in the game, located at the Red Rocket truck stop. The unique perk Dogmeat gives is he can bite and hang on to enemies, which can potentially cause them to break a limb or even bleed. Although as a requirement, you must have the 4th perk in Charisma in order to unlock its first rank. Upon entering Sanctuary Hills again, make sure you walk up to Codsworth and go through the dialogue. Codsworth will offer you his assistance and you can happily take that. His unique perk is Robot Sympathy. You gain 10 damage resistance against robotic energy weapons, although his perk requirement is you must gain max affinity with Codsworth. To increase this, just be nice and generous and don't get addicted to chemicals. Paladin Dance is found at the Cambridge police station. He's pretty easy to assist, and after that he'll accompany you on any of the endeavours you send him on. He also wears 24/7 power armor, so he's a pretty tanky guy. His unique perk is Know Your Enemy. This will cause your attacks to gain 20% more damage against synths, feral ghouls, and super mutants. Although as a requirement you'll have to gain max affinity with Paladin Dance, and you can do this by joining the Brotherhood of Steel, doing the side quests, and always choosing the violent option, as he enjoyed. The leader of the Minutemen, Preston Garvey, is found at the Museum of Freedom in Concord. You'll have to assist him and his people in order to get him back to your sanctuary. When back at your sanctuary you'll have to do a few more quests, and he'll then offer you his companionship for you and your endeavours. His unique perk is United We Stand, where you'll gain 20% damage as well as 20% damage resistance when facing 3 or more opponents. Although as a requirement you'll have to gain max affinity with Garvey, and this can be done by building settlements all throughout the Boston wasteland. However, he hates violence and he doesn't want you to be addicted to those chemicals. Piper can be found upon entering Diamond City. Just follow her around for a little bit, give her a chat, and she'll offer you her companionship. Her unique perk is Gift of the Gab, where you gain double XP for discovering new locations, and I believe overcoming some dialogue. As a requirement you'll once again have to gain max affinity with Piper, and what she enjoys most is generosity and some assertive behaviour. However, that does not include violence. Nick Valentine can be found in Vault 114, which is in Park Street Station. Help him out for a little bit and he'll be your companion. His unique perk is Close to Metal, which will gain you an extra guess and also 50% faster terminal cooldowns when you're trying to hack something, as Nick Valentine is a hacking expert. Once again, as a requirement you'll have to gain max affinity with Valentine, although you'll also have to complete a side quest series which is called Long Time Coming. Nick Valentine seems like a bit of a bully and he likes mean behaviour. You can find Hancock in the town of Good Neighbour, and more specifically in Scully Square. Once again, there's some things you can do for Hancock, and he'll also accompany you on your endeavours. His perk is Isodoped, and if you're at 250 rads or higher your criticals recharge 20% faster. Although as a requirement you'll have to gain max affinity with Hancock, and you can do this by being generous to others, and also doesn't mind a bit of violence. In order to get the beautiful looking strong, you have to complete a side quest in Trinity Tower called Curtain Call and unlock him from his cage on the top floor. Strong is an extremely good fighter, and his unique perk is Berserk. When your health falls below 25% you'll do 20% additional melee weapon damage. As per usual you have to gain max affinity as a requirement for this perk, and you can do it by staying away from anything that's involved with the Brotherhood of Steel. As an alternative you can just be generous and also peaceful in your decision making. Deacon can be found in the Old North Church, where you'll have to complete a certain puzzle to be able to find him. You'll also have to complete a side quest that's called Tradecraft. Deacon's unique perk is called Cloak and Dagger, where you'll gain 40% stealth duration and also inflict plus 20% sneak damage. As per usual you have to gain max affinity with Deacon, and you can do this by being kind and also steering clear from violent decisions. You'll find Cait located in the combat zone in Boston. She has a bad temperature and also an addiction to chemicals. Cait's unique perk is Trigger Rush, where you'll gain an accelerated rate of action points if your health is below 25%. In order to be able to grab this perk you'll have to gain max affinity with Cait and also complete Benign Intervention as a side quest. It seems like Cait approves of violent and selfish behaviour but doesn't really like generous or peaceful ones. So make sure that you're an asshole and she'll get along with you just fine. X688 can be found at the Institute, and his unique perk is Shield Harmonics, where you'll receive yourself plus 20 energy resistance. Surprise surprise, you have to gain max affinity with X688, and he favours peaceful and selfish behaviour, but hates kindness and generosity, so once again be an asshole and you'll win him over. The lovely French Curie will be found in Vault 88 upon completing a Hole in the Wall side quest. Make sure you talk to her and tell her that you're security. Curie's unique perk is Combat Medic, and if your health falls below 10%, Curie will heal you by 100 HP, but you can only do this once a day. Gaining max affinity with Curie and also completing the Emergent Behavior side quest will give you this perk. Make sure you steer clear from being selfish. Curie likes it when you're nice, peaceful, and sometimes a little bit mean. That's it for today's guide, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Leave me a comment if you want to know any more information, and as always, until next time.